My name is Alex Johnson. I'm a professional climber, 2-time World Cup gold medalist, and I'm here to take you guys bouldering. I think I started climbing out of my crib. My parents were finally like, okay, stop climbing things you're not supposed to be climbing. Besides the churches, they have good architecture for climbing, and they don't like that. I just was like a climbing menace, I guess. And so my parents found a gym and they were like, here, express yourself in here. For someone just getting into climbing, I would probably recommend starting in a gym. There's usually gym staff there to sort of show you the ropes, I guess, literally. I think if you were going to go outside climbing for the first time, definitely check the weather, because the colder it is, the more friction you have with like your skin and the chalk and the rock, and just like less sweat. You should generally have an idea of where you're going, either with a guidebook, internet search, or an app. Bouldering is the most accessible discipline in the sport, and so it's like pad, shoes, chalk. That's really all you need. And I'll bring a brush to brush the excess chalk off of the rock. First things first, coffee. Definitely pack a cold brew in a mug. Yeah, water. Hydration is super important, so I'll usually bring like a big 40-ounce bottle of water. If I take my dogs, I'll bring a couple of those because they drink a lot of water too. What? Well, you wanna go bouldering? If I'm going for a long day, especially if it's like a short approach, long day, fun day, I'll fill this with a bunch of beers in case I meet new friends out climbing and I can like hand out a beer and be friendly. Bye guys. Be cool. I'll probably just bring one pad. Preparing for the long approach ahead. If you want to sound cool when you go bouldering for the first time, here are a few key words. 1 is crag, that's sort of just the zone where you're going. 2 is problem, the route from start to finish in bouldering is called a problem. Send is when you start something from the start, and you get to the top, when you top it out, you finish it, you've sent it. Picking your first boulder, either of the day or ever outside, you definitely want to look for like really big friendly holds. There's a ton of chalk on it. There's definitely like black boot rubber spots where people have put their climbing shoes. An easy looking top out and a pretty easy looking down climb. You can just sort of walk off the back side of the boulder and hike back down. The first thing I'm gonna do is unpack my gear and sort of suss out the landing and lay out my pad. I'm sort of checking them every attempt just to make sure like there's no gaps or seams or rocks poking through or anything. Pop my shoes on. Chalk my hands up, soaking up all the sweat, drying your hands off, creating a way better grip on the holds. And then pull on and go. One of the best parts about climbing outside. It's so pretty. You like top out a boulder, you stand on top of it and you look up and see like the canyon and the leaves changing and the blue sky. It's so gorgeous. So let's say you get to a spot in your climb where you're not feeling safe or you're not feeling comfortable and you don't think you can make the next move. Totally okay to bail. Safety is always the most important, and no send is ever worth it. You really want to leave an area or a crag looking better than you found it, so try to pick up all the trash. Climbing's growing, and it's not going to stop growing, and I think we just have to be really aware of the impact that we have on the environment. We're also seeing a boom in the LGBTQ community and BIPOC in climbing, and I think it's super important to just continue like creating that really safe and comfortable environment, making everyone feel welcome. I'm Alex, and this is how I go.